What's up guys, my name is Marc Steiner and today I'm going to teach you how to use the brand new texture slider in Lightroom. Let's jump right into it. When you open up Lightroom, you're going to see the brand new slider texture right above clarity and dehaze, so it's right here for you to use. When you bring it to the right, it's kind of like positive clarity and sharpening, and when you bring it to the left, it's kind of like smoothing out the skin. Sharpening works on more high frequency areas, whereas texture is more mid frequency, which is really hitting those skin tones right there. So as we bring this to the left, the whole image is kind of going to get a little bit softer, but still retain a little bit of that skin texture. You can see here we have the fine pores here, we have the hairs on the face, we have the eyelashes, but it just looks really smooth, and if you zoom out, that doesn't really look good. So I wouldn't recommend bringing this slider down all the way or up all the way, because then it looks really crunchy and that doesn't look good at all. Somewhere in the fine details, if you bring it up plus 10 or minus 10, I think plus 20 on this image looks really good. It brings out that skin texture. And even if we wanted to smooth out the skin a little bit, if we zoom back in here, we can just bring it down minus 10, minus 15. That looks good as well. We've just smoothed out the skin as well, but we haven't deteriorated anything. But this slider can also be used locally, which means that we can use it in a brush format, which is much more useful in my personal opinion if you want to get those small areas. So what we're going to do is draw all around Ken's face real quick here. And we're only going to select with our previous update, the range mask. We're going to select the color on his skin tone. It should conform to that once we bring it down. There we go. So we're just going to select this as well. And that looks pretty good. We're going to erase this part real quick. But now that we have his skin tone selected here, we're just going to zoom in once again. We're going to hide our overlay just so we can see what's going on. And we're going to go to texture. And we're going to dictate what is going on with the skin here. So we're only affecting the skin now. This entire image, it's only his face that's being affected because that is what we dictated. So here, I think is going to be much more useful, especially for skin retouching for portraits. If you want to smooth out the skin, you're going to bring it down, and I think that's going to be really helpful because that saves you a lot of time in Photoshop or Lightroom from doing intense skin retouching. So when you want to bust out photos a lot faster, that's going to be very helpful. But if you have really interesting skin texture like my friend Ken here, I would recommend bringing it up just a little bit, like between 10 and 20, just adds that little extra pop on his skin texture, and it looks great. I can't wait to use this slider in my usual workflow. It's going to make my life so much easier, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you a fan of this? Are you going to be using it? Which way are you going to be sliding this slider? My name has been Marc Steiner, and I will see you next time.